Is there a right way and a wrong way to fail? I think that question is very broad and there is no right answer. So I think it is very subjective depending on the context of the situation that you're in. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to Matt, my partner on Running Your Life podcast. That is one of the questions that we discuss in the episodes that will come out eventually when I get off my ass and I actually start editing them. He brought that question to me and I love it because it's, first of all, it talks about failure. I don't think that gets talked about enough. Everyone's always focused on win, 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 goal, 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 not failure, 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 regret, 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 all that stuff. I find it ironic because to get to the goal, to succeed, you need to fail, because when you fail, you reflect and you realize what didn't work. Whatever didn't work, you change and you adapt and then you try it again. And if you fail again, you just keep doing that until you get to where you want to go. And I think that plays a big part of growing as a person. If you let yourself fail and fail successfully, whatever that is for you, you'll get to your goals quicker because you know that failure is required. So it's almost like you go for volume. Now, this is something that we spoke about on the podcast. If you go for volume, like rejection therapy, you're going for volume. How you let that interaction impact you also impacts your learning from that failure. So put it this way, you ask someone to do something for you and they say, no. That could hurt your ego, just you in general, because it could appear that they've rejected you, but they haven't. They've rejected the perception of you in their head. But I know that some people, myself included, we do take this to heart. And if we take this to heart, well, then that impacts our ability to succeed, because when we take this to heart, it's like we've got rose-colored glasses on. So what we're seeing is a bit foggy. It's not the situation for what it actually is. And that hinders our ability to adapt, evolve, and change, for lack of a better word, what we are doing in our approach to that situation. And I think that is the bad way to fail. If you're trying to fail to just get the volume up, and rather than reflecting and reviewing after each failure how you can improve, you're just purely going for volume because you think, okay, that's how I'm going to improve. Now, yes, you will improve because you'll gain the confidence to not care about what other people think, which I think is awesome. In the right situation, of course, I should say, because there are times where empathizing with the people that you're dealing with, you're talking to, you're around is incredibly important. But when you fail well, the right way, it honestly can turn your life around, man. Vin Jiang, I love that bloke. Anyone who knows me knows how much I watch his content and look through his videos and apply it to my own life. And he talks about something very frequently called a mastery triangle. So what it is, it's you've got your try and apply at the top of the triangle. So this is where you try and you do things. Whatever you're trying to do, let's say you're trying to improve your tonality, which is like your facial expressions when you communicate with people. So you go out to the shops and you're speaking to the people serving you and you're trying to really show emotion with your face and your facial expressions. So when you try and apply, the next part of the triangle is review and reflect. And in this part, you reflect on how you did when you tried and applied. What worked? What didn't? What felt like it flowed? What felt like it didn't flow? What could I do to improve my ability to enhance my facial expressions? Do I need to warm up my facial expressions before I leave? Do I need to do it in the bathroom before starting to talk to people? What is it that I can improve within myself to help me improve my facial expressions as I'm communicating with people? And once you review and you reflect, you're able to identify the last step, which is planning and improving. So you reflect on what worked, what didn't, and why you possibly think that is the case. And the plan and improve part, the last point of the triangle, is exactly where you start to build that action step. For using the example that I just used, you start warming up your facial expressions. And Vin has tons of techniques on how to warm up your facial expressions. One that I like to use is, it's like humming, kinda. It's like doing this, but like you change your pitch of your voice. Now that doesn't directly link to facial expressions and your tonality, but for me personally, it helps me get in that mood of, okay, I'm warming up. So what does that mean? That means I bring a bigger version of myself when I'm talking to people based on the situation that I'm in. Like everything that I'm talking about in this video, it is subjective. So there is quite a lot of nuance. There is no one answer. There's no one way to do the mastery triangle perfectly, and there is no one way to fail successfully or poorly. What I want you guys to get out of this video is that failure needs to be tailored to you. The only way, in my opinion, for you to unsuccessfully fail the wrong way, is one of two ways. You either let it impact you negatively, like it is a reflection of you as a person. It is just you in that moment, situation, whatever it is. And if it's with another person, it is their reflection, their perception of you from that one interaction, but that is not you. The second way is if you're purely going for volume, because when you go for volume and without any reflection whatsoever, without implementing the mastery triangle, I think it's very similar to that quote, you know, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So yeah, if you want to go fast, mate, getting those reps up, getting the volume up enormously will help. But if you want to go far, if you want to maintain that consistency, actually build and grow and be able to maintain it over a long period of time, the review and reflect, like that mastery triangle from the review and reflect, try and whoa. The mastery triangle, where you try and apply, review and reflect, and then plan and improve, and then you try again, is exactly how you will go far. That's it from me in this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and let me know what you think about failure and everything that I've discussed in this video in the comments down below. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Growth starts with you. Have a good day.